Hello and welcome to Food Drama TV News. I'm Food Drama Rob, the nutritionist for the people. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to download the life-changing How to Lose Weight Fast home program at fooddramatv.com. So let's get started with this drama. All right, today we're going to talk about some ingredients, food ingredients that are actually banned in other countries. And there are hundreds of them, but we're only going to watch a video that has banned 6 pretty important ones. But a lot of our foods still have some very, very harmful ingredients in there. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to be ending too soon. They're going to be taken out of the foods too soon. But before we get started, one of the problems we have is just the language of the food ingredients. The food companies have created this language that people just don't know. So when you pick up the labels and you look at the food ingredients, you just don't know what they are. You have no clue. But if you don't have a clue, then you shouldn't eat it. But one of the reasons why most of us buy the products, because there's 2 things. Number 1, these products taste amazing. Number 2, they make you feel good. They are very, very emotional foods, and people will get in their car and travel to get some of these so-called foods because, like I tell you before, these are not foods. And this language is kind of like the same thing as what attorneys are. You know, we hire an attorney, we look at this stuff, we don't even know what we're reading. So the law industry has created a language, and we have to get an attorney because we don't know anything about what we're reading. Same thing in the medical industry. Medical industry has a language. When we go to the doctor, some of these doctors, they don't talk to you in layman's terms. They want to talk to you in medical terms. You really don't know what they're talking about. The food industry has done the exact same thing. They've created a language, deception, and you do not know what you're reading. But again, these foods, it is legal drugs. And one of the reasons, I'm going to get into this in a second when we start looking at them, is that these ingredients or these chemicals are disrupting our bodies and creating so much toxic material. We are enormous society. We're so fat right now. And a lot of it is not your fault, but we've got to change things. We've got to get this weight off. So if you can avoid these ingredients or foods, you will be surprised how fast the weight comes off you. And that's what we've been doing for the last 30 years. So what we're going to do, let's run this video, and we're going to take it 6 ingredients that are banned in the United States, and I'm going to jump in when I'm going to stop the video periodically.
Here in the United States, we aren't exactly known for having the healthiest foods. But what you may not realize is that some of the food we consume is considered so harmful to human health that it's banned in other countries. That's right, certain foods we eat have been made illegal in other places. That's pretty scary. If you want to take matters into your own hands and avoid some potentially toxic stuff, steer clear of foods that contain the following 6 ingredients that have been banned in other countries.
All right, I'm going to stop it here. Look at the beginning of this video. And I used to eat this stuff way back in the day. Cheerios, Skittles was one of my favorites as a child. My kids early in their lives, before we took away all this stuff, they used to love the fruit roll-ups. Hawaiian Punch, used to love it. I used to pop 25 years ago, even longer. I'm going to tell you my age. I used to pop those Eggos when I was in college, and run the class. And then those Lunchables, my daughter as a young child, some of the other kids used to have those Lunchables, and they used to eat those Lunchables, but obviously we took all that away from them many years ago. But these are the foods that we're giving to our children, and these diseases are starting right now for the kids. Kids are actually more obese in the history of the United States right now. And you'd be surprised how fast the weight comes off once you take this out. I have two daughters. One's 120 pounds. They're both in their 20s. One's about 100 pounds. One's about 120 pounds. They've never been obese, strictly because we didn't allow these in our houses. So you can do it too. All right, let's run it.
Peace.
All right, let me stop this right here. Coloring agents, blue number 1, blue number 2, yellow number 5, yellow number 6, red number 40 are banned in many countries in Europe, but they're found in everything from candy to cereal and other packaged foods. Research shows that artificial food dyes can up your risk of cancer and may also contribute to ADHD in children. I mean, you know how many kids in school have they say it's ADHD? The school system. These products are in the schools, and you wonder why kids can't concentrate. They're allowing this in the food. So as parents, you got to make sure that you're packing their lunch so that they don't have these things. Artificial. I mean, what does the word artificial mean? I mean, what does that mean? Artificial. I mean, obviously, it's not coming from foods on God's table, right? They're making these foods up, or these ingredients up. Everything. And then when they're saying a risk for cancer, I mean, we'll talk about that. Just all this stuff is a risk for cancer. Cancer is an immune deficiency disease, which means that it lowers your immune systems, which allows the cancer cells to grow. That's all cancer is. Let's run it. All right, let's stop it. When you go into a supermarket and you see an aisle, and you go into the aisle and you see the entire aisle is of one product, like cereal, soda, junk foods like chips, the whole aisle on one side is that product. That means they are making a ton of money. It says here currently banned in the UK and Canada, Olestra, also known as Olean. You'll see this if you look on the ingredients. It's used as fat substitute for foods like fat-free potato chips. Oh yeah, that's you really get the weight off eating fat-free potato chips. That's how they market it. But they're gonna rob your body of nutrients. I mean nutrients, you mean vitamins that you're getting from fruits and vegetables, and minerals that you're getting from foods on God's table, and cause some stomach issues as well. Well, listen, the majority of people that I see, especially younger women right now, have digestive problems, not going to the bathroom. Some people I talk to haven't gone to the bathroom in 3 and 4 days, and you know who you're talking, you know who you are. And we should have known this while chips were too good to be chewed. Now, listen, everybody loves chips. They taste good. And like I was telling you before, once you start eating and they start tasting real good, then that means that something's going to be up. And we're going to talk about how they are creating these addictions. All right, let's look at this brominated vegetable oil. It says the toxic chemical found in sports drinks. Well, who endorses these sports drinks? The athletes. They have no idea what's going on. Citrus sodas can cause hypothyroidism. I happen to be a nutritionist in the nursing homes. Well, I assess their nutrition in nursing homes. I mean, 1 out of 3 people have hypothyroidism. And we're going to talk about hypothyroidism because this is a major factor on how they keep us addicted. There's the word cancer again, and autoimmune disease. Your autoimmune diseases would be lupus, fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis. Those are all autoimmune. That means the immune system is going crazy. It doesn't know what to do. So your immune system can't deal with cancer. So those are autoimmune. It says, so for obvious reasons, it's banned in over 100 countries, yet somehow it's still allowed here in the United States. 100 countries all over ban these, except for here. And we have just about the biggest obesity problem in the world as compared to how many people live in this country. Now, there are some countries right now that are getting really big, and we'll do a video on that. We're not going to go on that right now. Let's run it. You notice it says why it can cause asthma and other respiratory issues. Asthma, it's an epidemic in this country of asthma. Now, obviously, there are some other factors, other reasons why you can get asthma. But asthma, I mean, so many kids I run into have asthma. And you moms and dads, you know what I'm talking about. And it says there, you may also recall the controversy of this chemical when in 2014 blogger Food Babe, who I love, you can go to her website, and she's out there working, trying to help. And they called out Subway for using it, petitioned the chain to remove it. But guess what? It's still legal. They still have it in there because, like I told you before, your favorite congressman, from your president all the way down, they're keeping this stuff in your food because sickness is big, big business. I know it's very, very difficult for you to understand that sickness is a business, but it is, you are just an object. They are trying to get you sick, and you're not angry. You got to get mad at the situation, and that's what we're going to do on this channel. You're going to say enough is enough, and I'm going to keep it out of my house. Let's run it. All right, so the question is, why do they put growth hormones, which you call this BGH and BHT? You'll see milk products right now saying that they don't even have some of the organic milks. Will say that they don't have that in there, but obviously it was in there. It's in most of your milks, and I watch people shop. People don't pick up organic milks as much because they don't want to pay that extra $1 for that organic milk, but they'll just get regular milk. And they put hormones in the milk because, number one, they want to keep these cows pregnant so that they produce milk. And it affects our children. Now, I'm not saying this is the only reason, but a lot of our young females right now are developing breasts and get their monthly periods at 8 and 9 years old right now. And this milk's not the only product, but there's other reasons why our kids are developing quickly. But milk is one of the reasons. We're one of the only countries in the world who drinks milk. And it says here, consumption of these synthetic hormones in milk may increase one's risk of breast, colon, and prostate cancers. I mean, these three cancers are just at epidemic proportions. These hormones are banned in places such as Australia, Canada, Japan, and Europe. And believe it or not, they're also banned in the African countries. Let's run it. Potassium bromate. I like bread. Who doesn't like bread? Nothing better than a piece of hot bread. But like they're saying here, it's using bread and buns and baked goods to cut down on the baking time and to save money. And then they're talking about kidney and nervous system disorders, cancer again, and gastrointestinal issues. So many people have kidney problems out here. We've got clients in the nursing homes. 1 out of 4 has kidney problems. Again, we don't know exactly. And they sell this stuff, and they put this exact bread, these type of breads, in the nursing homes. They don't even take it out of nursing homes, so they don't even know that they are serving the very things that has made these people sick. I'm going to get you to understand something. In the nursing homes, or the general public, they are building nursing homes on every corner because they know the majority of the people are going to be there. They've got you calculated in. It's all over the place. And some good friends of mine said to say now they notice that they're just building them everywhere because they're ready for you. And most people say, well, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to be in there. Oh, yes, you are. You're going to have all this stuff. Most of you are going to have all this stuff, and you continue to do what you're doing. You're going to be in these nursing homes, and people are going to be taking care of you because the majority of these people, they can't even go to the bathroom anymore. They're called incontinent. Their intestinals have been shut down. Let's run the last of it. All right. So the last things I'm going to say, just these 6 that we looked at, there's hundreds more that are still. I've got a whole pamphlet of toxins that are put into our food because one of the reasons I push weight loss and trying to help people get weight loss is that you have to get this weight off. And all weight gaining doesn't have anything to do with calories. It has to do with how much toxins that you're putting in your body. The body doesn't know what to do with it, all these toxins. So all it does is stores it where it can. And fat is where the body stores toxins. So I see so many people on the treadmill, running, can't get it off because they didn't change their diet. They're still eating these foods. The food industry and the medical industry and dietitians and personal trainers, it's all about trying to get you to look at calories. It's not calories. It's toxins, sodas, junk foods, cereals, breads, all the stuff we're talking. We're going to look at some more of these food ingredients at another time. So always remember, if you can get rid of these toxins from these man-made poisons, your weight is going to melt off you. And we have a program. That's why at the end I always tell you, don't forget to go to fooddramatv.com and order the program. All right. So that's going to be it for me. Again, thanks for listening. Let us know how you enjoy the information. And again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and go to fooddramatv.com to download the How to Lose Weight Fast Home program. Enjoy your blessings. I'm out.